morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. It is currently quite bright and early right now. The reason I look like I've done 12 years of waiting in Azkaban is that I've pretty much just rolled out of bed. It's actually a little bit earlier than I would normally sit down at my desk and get started for a Tuesday, but I had to make sure that I did actually drag my buttocks out of bed on time this morning because I've got one of the things on my to-do list today. I'm not sure how busy I'm going to be really, I guess we'll find out, but one of the things on my to-do list today is that I need to take some product photos for a couple of new little bits and bobs that I'm putting into Gold Dust Road, which is my little small shop. I've got some Christmas cards going up and a few little like gifty ideas. It was actually on my to-do list for yesterday, but I was filming and editing all day, so by the time I got round to like, okay, next thing on the list, take some product photos, it was 5 o'clock and it was literally pitch black outside and the photos looked quite frankly terrible. Very kind of GCSE level art, you know, when you've got to like take photos and you've got no idea what you're doing. So I've made sure to shift that one up to the top today so that I've actually got some daylight to work with, and that's the first thing on my list today. So I'm just having a little think about what else I need to do today. I've got my coffee, I'm ready to go. I will have a shower at some point. I feel like I still sound really sleepy, but you can tell that I was literally in the land of dreams about 15 minutes ago. But this is sure to wake me up. Taking photos of anything where I really want them to look nice, I always find really stressful because I have absolutely no talent or skill when it comes to taking photos. Or anything to do with cameras really. It's a bit of a miracle that part of my job has ended up involving cameras. But hey, life likes to throw on curveballs. So that's what I'm going to get started with today. Then I suspect I'm going to have to sort out this office and we're going to have to do a bit of a speed clean job because I've already trashed it getting all the photography stuff out. I've got some new prints that I want to put on the wall, so I will show you that as well. And we'll see what else happens today. I'm not sure what else I've got to do today really. Maybe we'll just have a bit of a catch up and a chat later. I don't know, this is probably going to be a bit all over the place, but hey, what's new, right? Oh, and the other very important thing that I have done this morning, if you can't tell, feeling a little festive. And I recently invested in some Christmas bedding. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So I've just popped that in the wash as well, and hopefully that might be dry in time to put on the bed tonight. I'm gonna get stuck in with these photos because we've probably got about 40 minutes of daylight today. And then I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Predicted 20 minutes of taking photos, I have managed to almost completely obliterate this room, which is actually quite impressive. I don't really know how I made this much mess, but it turns out Christmas props can really trash a room. So next on my list is that I need to try and put these four walls back together slightly. Let me show you what I've managed to create here. Such a lovely calm working environment. This is just what everybody dreams of when they think of a home office, right? Lovely, calm, tidy, and inspiring. Okay, let's do something about this. What I am actually going to start with though, you might notice, chilling on our new little sofa bed over here, I have got some new prints to sort out. If you've ever watched pretty much any of my home content, whether it's from this house or whether it's from the flat before, you know that there's nothing I love putting on my walls more than a print or two. I'm very passionate about a gallery wall. I've got a lot of them, and I've got a little something in mind to go on our little feature biscuit wall here, so let's get cracking. You'll also be pleased to know that I have now showered, and if I'm looking a little shiny, it's because I'm freshly moisturised. Anyway, slick Rick aside, I want to show you the new prints that I've picked out for this room because I'm absolutely in love with them. I'm really pleased with this little selection. I think they're going to look lovely in here with the colour scheme. These are all from Desenio, who I've talked about a lot. I've worked with them a lot of times on here before, and they very kindly sponsored today's video as well. And I have got a whopper of a discount code for you, most importantly. So if you're on the hunt for some new prints for your home, or maybe as Christmas presents, I always think prints are such a lovely gift to give someone, especially if they're framed. Like, I think that's really special and really lovely. So if you like any of the ones that I'm going to show you right now, or if you want to go and have a browse through Desenio yourself, I've got a 40% off code for you. Whoop whoop. I'll leave all the info that you need in the description box down below, but basically if you use the code LucyWood you can get 40% off prints for Desenio's Black Friday deal, which they're actually running all week, so it's like a Black Friday week. And that code is going to be valid from the 24th of November to the 26th of November, so you better get shopping if you want to use it. But I thought that was such an awesome discount. If you've missed me talking about Desenio on here before, or if you haven't heard of them yet, Desenio is like a print homeware website full of the most amazingly massive selection. They're really on trend to suit every single style you can possibly think of. They're very kind of cool and Scandi inspired, and they update their collections all the time. There is always new stuff going on there to kind of keep up with the trends. And Desenio is especially great if you are a little bit like me and when it comes to interiors you're partial to a gallery wall. The huge selection that they have on their website makes it super easy to curate your perfect kind of gallery wall. And they also have a special little tool on there which is really useful. I've used it loads of times, and it helps you design like your ultimate gallery wall to see how they all kind of piece and fit together in different sizes, which is really handy because that can be quite hard to like visualize in your head when you're planning one. So that's a little rundown of Desenio if you've never heard of them before, but the proof is in the pudding, my friends. I'm going to show you the little selection that I picked out from there recently to go in this room. I think when you're buying like large prints or posters, they can work out quite pricey, and they're a little bit trickier to get hold of, but Desenio have loads in this really enormous style. So the first one that I picked out is this really cute little like neutral colour palette of dried flowers. I thought the tones of this one and kind of how like minimal and delicate it is would be really nice against this brown wall. And obviously in this house we have a lot of warm tones, so I wasn't too sure about how the warm tones were gonna like carry on through this room. I didn't know whether it was going to be a bit much, so I thought a little pop of blue would go quite nicely in here to kind of like cut through the warm tones a little bit. And then I found this one, which is also in the massive like poster size, of this kind of like minimal cutout paper style. And this print is actually quite important because this actually helped me decide what colour to get this sofa bed in, because I was thinking about the navy. I thought it'd be quite nice, but seeing the blue and brown together in this one sealed the deal for me. I thought the colours looked so nice together, so this one actually inspired the sofa bed. I think this is probably my favourite one actually, although I was on a FaceTime call to my mum the other day and she saw this in the background and she was like, oh, that's really lovely, is that a sloth? I was like, no mother, it's a very elegant woman. I also then wanted something quite kind of neutral along the same kind of minimal lines, and I found this one, which I just love. This is so cute. This kind of feminine profile with little sketchy floral additions I thought was so pretty. I really like that. It's so feminine and girly. And then last but not least, something a little bit different. I'm not sure how this one's going to go with the rest of them. We shall see. I might put this one somewhere else. But as well as their normal frames, Desenio also do these really cute little poster frames. And there was something about this one, this little typography print. It kind of reminded me of the Beatles. I'm not really sure, it kind of reminds me of like Hard Day's Night, so this might go somewhere else, but I also thought like mixing it up a little bit in the gallery wall with a different style of frame might look really cool. So let's get cracking. Let's build a gallery wall. If you want to check out Desenio for yourself, if you want to update your own print collection, if you like any of the ones that I've picked out, the link in the description box will actually take you straight through to a landing page of my selection of prints, which is really cool, so you can pick them up for yourselves if you'd like to. But I really recommend just heading over there and having a browse because got a whacking great discount to use, and there is literally something on there for everyone. Let's get cracking, shall we? Let's create some gallery wall magic. Also, side note, please excuse extremely scruffy sweatshirt and leggings which have seen better days. I'm sort of apologising, but has anyone worn anything else for the past 9 months? No. And I always get asked about this, so I'll mention this as well. Obviously I could hang them with nails, but I always find that command strips are literally so much easier, particularly if you're in rented accommodation. These are amazing. They're almost like Velcro strips that are really strong, that hang pictures up. Obviously you have to be a little bit careful, make sure you've got enough on there, but I've used these for years and they have never failed me, so I'm going to be using these today. Hi dear. Yeah. Wanna come and give me your opinion on these prints? Only if you're not too busy. Is that straight enough?
Straight enough.
Straight enough, that'll do. Motto in this house, that'll do. Adam's coming to test my DIY skills.
They're fine, I think.
Comes in proclaiming they're wonky. Hey, that's a green line right there. string of fairy lights on to set the aesthetic properly, but I did it. Here's our new little mini gallery corner. It's actually more of a gallery corner than a gallery wall, which I think is actually really cute. I love these tones against the brown. They've worked so nicely, and then because they match the sofa as well. And then I thought these black and white ones looked much fresher and like cleaner and crisper against the white paint. And we are going to mount this mirror on the wall properly at some point too. That's definitely famous last words in this house, because there is about 30,000 things dotted around the place that I've been saying we are going to do this at some point. We are going to do this at some point. I'll get there. I'll get there in the end. Right, I'm armed. I'm ready to go. I have a feather duster that's seen better days. I have a classic Method antibacterial spray. This is the French lavender fragrance. If you happen to be particularly interested in my selection of non-toxic surface cleaners, this is my one of choice. I've also just noticed that it literally looks like a warehouse behind me. This must look so insane. It's actually Christmas sweatshirt stock that I've got going up on the shop this week. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, hopefully some of them will have sold. Otherwise I've got a lot of Christmas sweatshirts to wear this year. But yeah, I'm gonna whiz round and have a bit of a spruce up in here. Seeing as I've got to like tidy it all up anyway, I thought I'd give it a little bit of a spruce up. So I guess we'll call this a little bit of a speed clean, but I'm just gonna give it all a little bit of a freshen up. I'm trying to really keep on top of the housework at the moment. So hopefully I can get a bit jazzy and do some super satisfying transition clips now. A little before and after moment. Because the before is not looking too cute right now. Feather dusters at the ready, ladies. Let's get motivated. Like Mr. Motivator, but nowhere near as cool. Although, after all that, I'm pretty sure the universe doesn't want me to clean, because this enormous box, which says glass with care, has just turned up on the doorstep, and I have absolutely no idea what it is. And this seems like a much more exciting decision than cleaning the floor right now. What's in the bags? What's in the bags? Ooh. Well. Well, isn't this magical? This has got to be straight from the North Pole. What is happening here? So the mystery package has been solved. It was from Coca Cola, and look at this wreath. My nostalgia-loving retro heart is extremely full right now. Everyone knows the Coca Cola advert is the official klaxon for Christmas. Look at the little Coca Cola truck and the retro Santa. That is amazing. I cannot wait to hang this up somewhere and to drink these. What an amazing package. I am extremely lucky. This is awesome. Oh, these are made from like old Coke cans. That is quite amazing.
And they talk about they have like a double person. I know, well that's the feeling. It's really nice. Design that we put up this week. So yes.
Ooh, look at my new prints. So cute. I'm so pleased with them. I really, really like it in here now. I feel like it's really come together. And obviously it's got to be a space for like so much different stuff. It's got to be like a working office for my like 3-4 different jobs. It's got to be a space that Adam can use if he needs a desk. It's also got to function as a spare room, a bit of a warehouse thing for the shop. So it needs to be lots of different things at once. So it's never going to be like super sleek and beautiful. But I feel like I've done a pretty good job at turning it into something semi-presentable that still does all those things. So I'm dead chuffed. So I was planning on this video being a bit of like a day in the life kind of thing, and I was gonna film everything that I got up to today, but the day's kind of run away with me. I've got a load of work done this afternoon, and now it's like the end of the day and it feels like it's gone by like that. So I thought for the last little bit we'll just hang out and we'll sit and have a little chinwag, get a hot drink. I've just got myself a peppermint tea. Health queen. And I asked on Instagram if anyone had any questions, because I thought that would be quite nice if we could just sit and have a bit of a natter. Wow, that November evening light is really giving me a delightful grey pallor. So as I was going through the questions on Instagram, I wrote down the most popular ones basically that everybody asked, and the top one of those was, how are things going with the house? To be quite honest, this is pretty much the only thing that's changed probably since the last time I did a house update video. I think I spoke about this briefly in another video, so I won't go into it too much, but basically we just got, I think spending so much time at home, we got so used to how it was around us already, and the things that we were kind of desperate to change and really, really keen to get started. Because we've spent so much time at home, we've just got so used to our surroundings basically. But I feel like it's definitely picked up again now. Like getting this room done is a big achievement. I'm really pleased with this one because this was the one I was putting off. I don't think we'll do anything else now before Christmas to just have a nice calm cozy quiet Christmas, and then we'll kickstart back in January, and hopefully there'll be sales then as well. So we're kind of just putting everything off till after Christmas now. But next thing on the list is the bathroom. I really want to do. I want to decorate the hallway. We're gonna have to get someone in to do that because the ceilings are insanely high and precarious over the stairs. I would definitely fall and break 10,000 bones. And I really want to get the loft boarded as well so we can start using that properly for storage. So that's what's to come. Stay tuned. A few people asked what's on my Christmas list, which I thought was a really cute question. I really want some slippers. Don't get too rock and roll there, Lucy, calm down. And I think I would also quite like a Hotel Chocolat velvetizer. It's actually just a hot chocolate machine that makes delicious velvety hot chocolates. Sounds like something I need in my life. Quite a lot of people asked how I'm feeling about like body confidence and body neutrality at the moment. And you know what, I'm actually feeling alright about it at the moment. I don't know whether it's because like I'm not seeing the outside world very much at the moment, so I feel like there's less judgment and less to worry about from people seeing me, I guess. But I actually feel really like fine about it. It's so like bottom of the pile of things that I'm thinking about, worrying about. I think a lot of people have had like a kind of similar realization with everything that's happened this year of just like, doesn't really matter, does it? Like, as long as you're safe and you're happy and people around you are healthy and, you know, as long as everyone's all right, doesn't really matter like what your thighs are doing. I don't know, I personally feel like I've had a real reshuffle of what bothers me, what I worry about, what my priorities are, what I want from life. I really feel like I've had a big reshuffle this year. As my very wise friend Kate always says, it comes in waves. Anything like that comes in waves, doesn't it? But at the moment, I feel like I'm not even in the wave. I feel like I'm just chilling on the beach, probably in a swimming cosy, not giving two hoots what anyone thinks. And it's a great time. I got quite a few questions about Goldless Road and like how it's going and how I'm finding it and what inspired it and stuff. Basically what inspired it was how much more kind of hands-on and creative and crafty I've been this year. I really kind of let myself have time to do all those things. It really kind of reinforced in me that like that is what I love doing. That is where I kind of lose myself and I feel my best when I'm doing stuff like that. So I think that combined with wanting to make things that I wanted, if that makes any sense. So like I wanted to make a t-shirt that I really wanted, and I wanted to make the pins that I wanted for my denim jacket, and just like I wanted to make the things that I couldn't find for myself. So like the Christmas sweatshirt that I've done like a retro reindeer, kind of like really old school painted reindeer, and it's kind of meant to look like the old cheesy souvenir sweatshirt that you might have got from your mum or dad's work. But like, how do I go about finding that on the internet? I have no idea, so I'll just make it myself. Oh, I really like this question. This one was really cute. So someone asked what 3 little everyday things are that make me smile every day, and I thought that was really sweet. So let's go for, I love when Flo, that's my cat, chooses out of her own will to come and give me affection, because cats aren't very generous with affection in general, so it's a real spark of joy when a cat themselves chooses to come and give you a little headbutt or a little nuzzle or like cuddle into you. That's a really great feeling, so I'll pick one of those. Second one is probably hearing Adam singing in the kitchen while he's cooking. That always makes me feel really warm and fuzzy inside. And number 3, probably my first sip of coffee in the morning. That's a good feeling too. What Christmas videos, I've got my professional notepad next to me, so what Christmas videos can you expect? I think you can expect the unexpected. I think you can expect to be surprised, to be shaken to your core. To be honest, I haven't really thought too much about it yet. As tends to happen with this channel, I think of something and I instantly film it and I instantly upload it, and I don't really think any further ahead than the end of my nose, to be honest. But one video actually that I did think that I would really like to film was shopping from my subscribers or followers' small shops. I thought that would be a really cool video, so I've started the ball rolling with that. I've already found the small shops that I'm going to shop from, so sorry if you missed that one on Instagram, but if it goes well and people enjoy it, I'll do another one. Other than that, I'm not really sure. In terms of like fashion videos, I would like to do one similar to the like autumn outfits one that I did, where I kind of like just styled up things that I already had. But I don't really have anything like Christmassy or wintry that's particularly different from the autumn video. So I'm not too sure about that. If anyone can think of any like Christmassy fashion videos that you'd like to see that doesn't involve me hauling loads of fast fashion, yeah, I haven't really figured that out yet. I'm still really trying to figure that one out. My battery is flashing and I had 2 more that I really wanted to answer. The other one is, have I fallen out of love with YouTube? I don't think I'll ever fall out of love with YouTube. It's just really, really different now, and the expectation that I feel a lot of the time is really, I think it's just an expectation that I put on myself. I don't know why I get so stressed about it, but I overthink it a lot and I worry about it a lot. And as I said earlier, I think my priorities have just changed a lot over the past 10 months or so. And like, my privacy's always been really important to me doing this. And the idea of sharing all the details of my life online is losing its appeal quite a lot. But I still do really enjoy making videos when I want to make them, and choosing very specifically to share very specific things that I do actually want to share, rather than just anything and everything to keep a constant video schedule going, and like overstepping my own boundaries and stuff. But I think you can always tell when I go through phases of really enjoying it, and then I go through phases of like disappearing for 3 or 4 weeks or whatever. So you know me. What I was saying there was, you know me, I'll pop up when you least expect it. My battery died. So that's the end of that one, which is a real shame because I was enjoying myself there and I haven't even finished my cup of tea yet, but here we are. And also, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but around this time of day, every day, whatever room our neighbours have this other side of the wall, someone plays Call of Duty in there. So around this time of day, I start to hear the distant, faint sounds of warfare. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Really nice to have a cosy little catch up with you. And sorry I haven't really left this room today. In fact, I literally haven't filmed anything outside this room today. That's a real reflection of lockdown for you, isn't it? A true lockdown vlog. We never even left the room. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're keeping nice and warm and cozy and starting to feel a little bit Christmassy. And I'll check in with you real soon. Take care. Mwah.